Welcome to the Assisting Transitions in Scorpio. Scorpio, at this particular stage of human evolution, governs the path of discipleship. Scorpio is the great constellation which influences the turning point both in the life of humanity and the life of the individual human being. For the first time in the history of both mankind and disciples, the energy of Sirius pouring into the 7 groups which form our planetary hierarchy evokes a response. We invoke the energies of Mercury for this special healing service, assisting aspirants and disciples in transition during this period, their carers, close associates, and groups. First, start with the point of soul focus. Raise the consciousness into the head, as high in the head as you can. Carry consciousness upward through the astral body and the mind to the soul. Visualize a lotus fully opened, scintillating with light as a symbol of the soul body. Om. Now assume the attitude of the observer. From that point, observe the personality below. Visualize the etheric body. See energy flowing freely up and down the etheric spine. Consciously throw soul energy down into the center at the base of the spine using indigo blue light of the second ray. Then raise it slowly via the 5 centers up the etheric spine. Then to the Ajna center and crown up into the soul body. Om. We'll now sound the soul mantra. I am the soul. I am light divine. I am love. I am will, I am fixed design. With our united soul focus, let us endeavor to turn our attention towards the spiritual triad as we align the centers for the flow of intelligence and love. So from the soul vehicle, draw down creative intelligence and pure love. So we align the centers for the flow of knowledge. From the monastic permanent atom, visualize a stream of green light pouring into the egoic lotus, vitalizing the 5 knowledge petals. Then from the united soul vehicle, visualize the flow of energy from the 5 knowledge petals. See that green flow of luminescent energy facilitating and expanding intelligence. Scintillating with the light from the 5 knowledge petals. Continuing the flow of energy streaming from the 5 intelligence petals in the egoic lotus to the mental base, mental sacral, mental solar plexus, mental spleen. Now combine these streams into one and send to the etheric throat, into the Alta Major Center, and throughout the brain. Sending these streams onto the mental plane as the green light galvanizes and vitalizes the mind into activity. Bathe the cells of your brain as if gently awakening the cells to the higher vibration of the soul. Now including the flow of the energies of love. From the Buddhic permanent atom, visualize a stream of indigo blue or golden light pouring into the egoic lotus, vitalizing the 5 love petals. See the flow of love to and through the 7 astral centers as one, from head to base. Now from the astral field, send it into the etheric heart, to the pituitary body and the nervous system, radiating a beautiful, glowing, radiant astral field for the flow of love permeating your entire nervous system with the higher light and love of the soul. We'll now allow the flow of intelligence and love into our being and into the group. Blending and fusing. We sound the protective formula, invoking the assistance of the healing angels and the protective aura of the Christ, as we make the sign of the cross of divinity, touching the forehead, middle of the chest, left eye, and right eye. So visualizing the souls of all our group members, forehead, as the soul, we work in light, chest, and darkness cannot touch us. Left eye, we take our stand within the light. And right eye, we work, and from that point, we never move. And from this point of transmutation, purification, and protection, we now align with Master DK and the one group soul. As we visualize the souls of all our group members, move into alignment with Master DK. Move into close alignment as a group. And include those working with us from the other side of the veil. We'll now recognize and strengthen our unity, our radiance, and our service as we sound. Radiance we are, and power. We stand forever with our hands stretched out, linking the heavens and the earth, the inner world of meaning, and the subtle world of glamour. We reach into the light and bring it down to meet the need. We reach into the silent place and bring from thence the gift of understanding. Thus, with the light we work and turn the darkness into day. We now align the centers for the flow of energy from above, using the sequence of superimposed triangles. First, the extraplanetary triangle, the avatar of synthesis, spirit of peace, and Lord Buddha, pairing the Christ in the center to bring light, love, and power. We superimpose the extraplanetary triangle with the planetary triangle and blend it. This triangle is composed of Shambhala, the hierarchy, and humanity. With the blended triangle, we superimpose on the triangle composed of the Christ, Master DK, and the healing angels. We superimposed the blended triangle onto the group centers triangle composed of the crown center, the alto major center, and the ajna center. We see living lines of lighted energy, the flow of healing energies. We'll now focus, step down, vitalize, and direct these energies into and through our group. So focusing into the group through the soul triangle composed of the will petals, love petals, and intelligence petals. Stepping down into the group with the chakra triangle composed of the head chakra, ajna, and alto major. Vitalizing the group through the gland triangle composed of the pineal gland, pituitary body, and carotid gland. And directing into the group through the ajna triangle composed of the ajna, right eye, left eye. So now let's say together, with purity of motive, inspired by a loving heart, we offer ourselves for this healing service. This offer we make as a group to those in transition and their immediate circle carers, companions, and group associates we seek to assist. As we visualize the stream of healing energy that flows into our group and focus our intention, we state together. We offer our group as a channel through which the Christ, hierarchy, and the angels can pour their love, light, and magnetism. We also state healing the cleavages, assuring soul presence and guidance in the transition. Soothing the astral field of the receiving serving group. And we sound a silent Om. Strengthening the heart center of the serving group in the transition of their companion and group member. And we state, dissipating the glamour of the fear of physical transition and changes that will occur for the individual and the group. We visualize our group surrounding those in transition. We see the group soul in our group members focusing, stepping down, vitalizing, and directing these healing energies in and through as we sound together. Slowly and deliberately together. May the love of the one soul focused in this group radiate upon you, aspirants and disciples in transition, in these energies of Scorpio, and support all those assisting you, permeating every part of your body, healing, soothing, strengthening, and dissipating all that hinders your smooth transition from this physical incarnation or states of consciousness that must be left behind. Transition into the soul body, assuring your continued service as one with the soul. Visualize the energies of Scorpio regenerating soul life in individuals, groups, nations, and all of humanity. See new life spring forth. healing, soothing, strengthening, dissipating, all that hinders these transitions. We sense, we see, we know the subtle changes are occurring. We withdraw healing energy back to the brain, to the ajna, and back to the soul. We thank the inner group of souls who have joined us subjectively for their participation. We thank the Christ and Master DK for their radiating presence and protection. We thank the healing angels and devas for their contribution and their magnetism. We close with the ancient Gayatri. O thou who gives sustenance to the universe, from whom all things proceed, to whom all things return, unveil to us the face of the true spiritual sun, hidden by a disk of golden light, that we may know the truth and do our whole duty as we journey to thy sacred feet. Om. Master DK tells us, you must learn increasingly to work under the influence of the law of abstraction. This is a law which is ever present in the world in relation to the processes of death. The aspect of its importance in connection with physical death is deemed of slight importance in comparison to its emphasis in connection with the world of thought. This can refer to the abstraction of the life principle from the physical body in response to soul command. It can also refer to a cycle of physical plane conditioning or circumstance, to determination of a relation to a physical plane group, or to the abstraction of an interest regarded either to as basic. This law applies to determination of an outgoing affection towards a person or a group of persons upon the astral plane. The severing of connection with specific lines of thought. This may refer to the preconceived need which may dawn increasingly upon the disciple as he draws closer to the ashram. It is the law of abstraction which lifts a disciple out of the three worlds of human endeavor. It is this same law which brings about the upward drive which all units of life express in the search of all of them for identification with the One. It is with this law that you, along with all disciples, must learn to work. Let us sound together as one group the mantra of the disciples' degree. May the energy of the divine self inspire us and the light of the soul direct. May we be led from darkness to light, from the unreal to the real, from death to immortality.
We will conclude with the great invocation in French. La grande invocation. Du point de lumière dans la pensée de Dieu, que la lumière afflue dans la pensée des hommes, que la lumière descende sur terre. Oh. Du point d'amour dans le cœur de Dieu, que l'amour afflue dans le cœur des hommes, puisse le Christ revenir sur terre. Oh. Du centre où la volonté de Dieu est connue, que le dessein guide le faible vouloir des hommes, le dessein que les maîtres connaissent et servent. Oh. Du centre que nous appelons la race des hommes, que le plan d'amour et de lumière s'épanouisse, et puisse-t-il sceller la porte de la demeure du mal. Que la lumière, amour et puissance restaurent le plan sur la terre. Oh. And we conclude with a silent home. Thank you, François, for this meditation.
Now raise your clasped hands above your head. And as we say the following statement, bring them to your forehead and heart. And so let it be, and help us to do our part. Let love prevail. Let all people love.